and I came back to consciousness, and even they followed me like to the physical, and they were still trying to like grab me and all that. Because aside that, sometimes before things happen, I see it, both good, both bad. The face, this one has a face, but the face I was disfigured. This one was even a recent experience. I was disfigured, and it was trying to grab me. It was trying to grab me from the place. Was as if it was like in an open space.
So you'd physically be in your living room, and when you're out of that state you were in before, they'll come out.
Yes, like as if they followed me back, and then they are like trying to still try to attack me now, trying to grab me, hold my neck, you know.
And you feel it.
Well,
you feel,
I feel it.
You feel it physically.
I feel it.
From the horse's mouth is an outlet for people that have unbelievable stories. Stories that can be classified as supernatural. Today I have Bliss here with me, and she has a few stories to tell us. Thank you for coming, Bliss.
Thank you for having me.
First of all, before we get into your stories, I'd like you to tell me about your background.
Okay, I'm from a simple background. My father is a barrister, and my mom, she's a civil servant. I grew up in Edo State, Benin to be precise. That's where I was born. Then we later relocated to Delta State, Asaba, when I was like 9 years old. And then, that's why I completed my secondary school education. Then I got my BSc and my master's, and yeah.
Were you guys religious?
Yes, my mom especially, she's a very religious person, a Baptist.
Baptist?
Yes.
How about your dad?
My dad, the thing is that I really didn't grow up with my dad like that.
Oh,
he wasn't really around, so I wouldn't even know which particular church.
But he was a Christian?
Yes, he was a Christian.
Okay. So, I'd like you to share one of your stories with me.
Okay.
I'd like you to go into the details, little details as well.
Okay. So I've had a lot of experiences, but this one that happened, which was my first, was when I was 6 years old. I was watching cartoon with my younger sister inside the house, and my mom was washing clothes downstairs. It was a 2-story building. So I got bored of the cartoon, so I went outside to the balcony to check on my mom. But when I looked, I couldn't see her. But suddenly I felt a very cold hand, like a force, or hands rather, pushed me from the balcony, and I fell down and broke my jaw. I stood up with blood gushing and everything. I went to the backyard. There I saw my mom, and I was like, Mom, look at me. She was really scared and everything, and then took me to the hospital, and they had a surgery on me, and then that was it. Up till this very day, I can't tell because they were asking me because your sister was just you and your younger sister was at home, and you were supposed to be watching cats. So first of all, what even took you outside? I said I wanted to see mommy. Well, if you look down, you won't see mommy. Okay, that was one. Then what pushed you? They kept on, but I couldn't because I cannot even explain. The force was like that kind of force that just like, and then found myself down. It was a cemented ground.
There wasn't like the railings weren't there?
There was railings, but it wasn't
high.
Wasn't that high.
So it must have been Quite a force.
Yes, like really, I just turned and fell down.
Do you have any theory for that?
Any what?
Theory. What do you think happened?
I think
When you think back to that moment, what do you think happened?
then I didn't understand. Then I didn't like understand what. But as I was growing up and having some other experiences and all that, and getting some insights and guidance and all, I know that was like it was a supernatural force, but an evil force that was, and the aim was to kill me. Because even after that time, almost similar experience happened. Then this time around, they were like, they are going to deal with me. I think I can escape from what happened. So it was just an evil force, and the aim was to eliminate me.
So since that happened, where you got pushed, you said you felt cold hands. Since that happened, you still feel like these supernatural forces are out to get you.
Yes.
And they've even physically told you they'll deal with you.
Yes.
Can you narrate that to me?
Okay. So after that incident happened, I was 6. When I was about 12 years old, I was watching TV. Just me in the house because my sister went to school. I don't know what happened. I guess I was sick or something. I can't really remember. But I was watching TV, and all of a sudden, I felt like I was in a trance, and like my eyes are open. I'm still there, but like I'm somewhere else, in another realm. And I was seeing people moving. These people were spirits now. They were faceless. I couldn't see their faces. They were just blurry. But I was like, and they were like, I think I can escape. They would deal with me. And they were trying to like hold me, like grab me. And I was just shouting, Jesus, 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 just leave me alone and all that. And I came back to consciousness. And even they followed me like to the physical. And they were still trying to like grab me and all that. And I was just rebuking them, and they come in different forms since that time, 12 years old, even till this very time, even up till last year. I still had similar experiences too, where there was even one that happened. This one was like, I was like, am I dreaming? But it was real in the parlor, like a dwarf painted and very, very scary. And then the same thing, deal with me, I can't escape. I just have to keep rebuking them, and they will just disappear. And for a while I wouldn't have such experience. Then it happened again. It even got my family worried, kind of restricted me at some point because they didn't want me, like, let's say, traveling, staying alone. People just had to always be around me because they were always scared. Because even it got to a point whereby I would just hear them talking, like as if I have left my body. I'm in another realm, but I'm still there. You understand? And I would just, when I wake up or when I come back to reality, it's like they're like, hey, say you were just moving, talking to people, telling them to go away, they can't do anything, authoritatively, warning them, pointing. There was even a time this thing happened. One of our neighbor, he was coming and I was seeing something. I wasn't seeing him, I was seeing something else. So I was like pointing, you leave this place, you're not supposed to. It really caused a kind of embarrassment because he stopped coming to our house and all that. But he didn't understand what was happening.
So you saw him like someone else?
Yes, like I know it wasn't. It's not him. Anyways, I saw something else approaching. So I was just talking and rebuking. I was even throwing things and all that. Like it's not him. It's his uncle. That kind of thing. So it's really kind of it was really scary.
The time you felt like you had transcended, like that, you say you felt like you were in a trance. You were in your living room.
Yes.
Then the whole scenery changed.
Yes.
And you started seeing these faceless people.
Yes.
And you said their faces are blurry.
Yes, I can't see their face, but I could just see from here.
But you hear them talk.
I hear them talk authoritatively.
Is it like is it like a group of people that maybe weren't like how do they look to you? If you say, okay, maybe the tribe, like where are they from? Do they look just foreign to you, or do they look like people you?
They didn't look
They
like
look familiar.
They didn't look familiar to me, and they look dark. They look dark, and the clothes they were wearing, I don't understand those clothes. They look, I don't know, just putting on different, like as if they put on plenty clothes, torn and all that, and then everywhere was just like dark, like cloudy and stuff like that. And then they were not in one position. Like one can be here, one can be in the at my middle, one can be here, and then they'll just be talking. This one will talk, this one will talk, this one will talk, and pointing and trying to like grab me and all that. That's how they
So when they try to grab you, what happens?
I just start shouting, I rebuke
And
you.
they leave you?
Leave me, and they immediately. But sometimes they will just go like that. But sometimes again, they live there and I've come back to reality and they come to trying to do the same thing they were doing in the other realm. And then I still do the same thing, so I rebuke them and then they go.
So you physically be in your living room, and when you're out of that state you were in before, they'll come out.
Yes, like as if
to
they
your living room.
followed me back, and then they are like trying to still try to attack me now, trying to grab me, hold my neck,
And you feel it.
Well,
You
I feel it
You
too.
feel it physically.
I feel it. Sometimes in the house, there was a time I was very scared sleeping alone. I was always sleeping with my mom because of all this stuff that was
So it
happening.
only happens most times when you're alone. It doesn't happen when you're with other people.
It doesn't happen when I'm with other people, when I'm alone. So sometimes even when I'm just like I just want to rest, just sometimes it was so even to sleep was now, because if I just close my just sleep, not as if I want to sleep, like just like something would just like as if, so it was really scary because sometimes I would feel like I'm dead or something, and then I'm back, oh I'm not dead, oh okay I'm still alive, like that.
What's the closest they've gotten to like almost hurting you?
Was the last one that happened last year. I think it's a few days to my birthday. That one was, and it usually that trance mostly happens around 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 around the same like early hours of the morning. Then sometimes it happens in the afternoon on rare occasions, but most times. So this time around, like at the time I even recover myself, I was almost at the road, It was a neighbor.
You almost
like,
were?
I was almost like going outside the gate to the road. It was a neighbor that like 2 a.m. I don't know what he went to do outside. Then he like, Essie, where are you going to? Then just like as if I came back, because I was talking. Like I was seeing these people, so I was talking and rebuking them as usual and all that. Then he just heard that. Then I came back. Like, what were you doing? Do you know that if they were kidnappers when they would have, that was so scary because indeed anybody can kidnap me, or I was so scared, like, oh my god, what is this? I was just.
So when you're in that state, you it's not like you're sat down somewhere. You physically walking around.
Yes, I'm walking around.
And you're rebuking these people. And that sounds like a lot. That sounds like a lot to do with. What have you been told, or what's your conclusion? Like when you think about it, what's your thought process like?
The thing is that my mom told me some time ago that when I was born, when the pastor heard me, or whoever heard me then, said this child is going to be great, but there will be forces that may try to stop her and all that. And then another pastor, at some point one was scared, so they just carried me church to church. This one will say nothing is wrong with her, just that she needs to understand some things which she has not been able to understand. This one will say this different people just saying what they feel like is wrong with me or is not wrong with me. But at some point I just feel like probably because aside that, sometimes before things happen I see it, both good, both bad. I see them before they happen. Sometimes I ignore. But at some point I was like, God, this gift or whatever, I don't think I need it to. It's scary to me. Can you please just take it away? But it doesn't go away. Yeah. Okay. like of the good or the bad. Okay. Okay, like for the good ones, let me start with the good ones. I'll even give you some bad ones. Okay, so the good ones, like before I got to the university, the exact school, I saw it. I told my mom, because all my siblings, they went, okay, we are four. My elder brother, my elder sister, they went to, I don't know if you know, Delta State University, Abraka, they call it. So in my own case, I saw myself. I've written JAM, I've written WAEC and everything. So I saw myself in a private school. Though the name, I didn't see the name, but I saw it's a private school. And then I saw myself receiving awards, best student.
So, is it like your mind's eye? Like
it was actually in a
visualize
dream.
it mentally.
It was in a dream.
Or you dream about it?
Yeah, I dreamt about this once. So I saw myself there. I got admission. Then I was receiving awards. So I told my mom, I'm not going to Delta State University. I'm going to a private school. She laughed. Where's the money? You join your siblings in Delta State University. Mommy, this is where I'll go to, and I'm going to receive some award. She was just there. Your award part, she's not, because I've been, my God, a bright child growing up. So, but she was saying, had that private school, you didn't know how much. I was like, Mom, that's what I saw, and you won't believe it. My dad just called. I was like, that she wants me to go to a private school. We should go and look for any good private school. And my mom was like surprised,
Are you last?
No, I'm not the last. I have a younger sister. So then I got the admission and everything. That one happened. Then first, my 100 level, I received best student. 200 level, best student. I was just receiving the award, and I was going to show Mom, look, it's true, that kind of thing. Okay, then my uncle, the first, he has girls, so when his wife was pregnant, you see the early stage, as she was coming into I was still young, I think I was like 13 or so. As she was coming into our house, I was just seeing boy, like B-O-Y in her stomach. I said, Auntie, you are going to give birth to a boy. She just laughed. She said, really? Okay, but I don't think they took it serious until she actually
found out.
Yes, and then she gave birth to a boy. Since then, they started calling me pastor, prophetess, and all that. And then I'm actually a gospel artist too.
A gospel artist?
Yes, I sing, I rap gospel. So growing up, I was a very shy child. Like, to even hold mic is not my thing. I know I can do it, but I always hide behind the camera and behind the scene. But I was always seeing myself in the dream, holding mic, singing in a congregation, singing in a large gathering, talking to people. I'll be saying it, well, like, I can't even do this. When I even tell my mom, she'll be like, maybe this is what you are supposed to do. But as time goes, I don't know where the boldness came from. Because on a normal, even me sitting here, I can't do this before. Anything crowd talking, I don't know where the boldness came from.
Did that change?
It changed, I think, when I got into the university. Yes, when I got into the university, that's when it changed. I think my 200 level. I don't know where the boldness came from. One day I was just singing and rapping. Before I know, some groups, they saw me, you sing, you rap, oh nice, come and join our group, So we even did a song together, and they invited us to one of the schools' graduation ceremony to just sing, and and they were really amazed, even me, I can do this. So from there, the whole things just kicked off, and the whole boldness came in, and yeah.
So these people or things you see when you're in this trance, is it the same people every time? The same faceless people?
The same faceless people, but like I said, there was even a time I saw something that looks like him. Is it I don't know, the face, this one has a face, but the face I was disfigured. This one was even a recent experience. I was disfigured, and it was trying to grab me. It was trying to grab me from, the place was as if it was like in an open space. Then there was a staircase. I was trying to go. He was like, come here. Now, where do I think I'm going to? He was trying to drag me down, like down the stairs. I was going up, but it was trying to. I was just, before I came back. Yeah, this one was still trance too, until I came back and, like,
So, like, these same beings, you've never seen anyone that is like, maybe that is positive, maybe try to save you from getting hurt, or you've not experienced any type like that.
I have experience
Can you
a
share
type like
that?
that. Yes, I can. Okay, because I served in Kogi State, Lokoja.
Okay.
So doing CDS, there's something they call CDS. CDS. So after my CDS, I was talking with a friend, and then he was like, "Let's go have a drink. Let's just hang out." But I was hearing a voice, like very audible. Don't go and have any drink. Go straight home. Don't go. It was just like so loud. I was not talking to my. He was like, "Who are you talking to?" I was like, "No, no." It's like I'm hearing. Sorry, I can't go. He said, "Come, let's go." I said, "No, no, no, no. Let me go home. Let me just go home." He even got a little bit upset, but then So I went. Immediately I arrived at the Copper's Lodge. Just not up to 15 minutes. I've not even taken off my uniform. I started seeing like this foam in the air, this dark foam in the air from the junction. People were shouting, fire, oh, fire, oh, fire. So there was actually a tanker explosion. And it was in the news then, 2017. It was the place was Filele, Lokoja. Even if you Google it, you might see it there. It was in the news then. The tanker killed even people that were miles away. The explosion reached people that are just on their own. They didn't even cars, buildings. They started calling me. My friend even called, "Where are you?" Stuff like that. Everybody I was like, Jesus. And that was just after I had. So I might have, if I had stayed back, I might have met that fire, and it would have even.
Well, did it happen close to where we were going to get a drink?
No, it happened close to my house. I just got home 15 minutes later. The explosion started happening, and it lasted for a while. So if I didn't move that time I moved, I would have
been caught in it.
Then another time again, still that service when I was 7, I was going to my PPA. So something just told me that hold on a bit, hold on just for a few minutes, hold on. I was still not. Hold on. The thing was, I said, okay, let me just hold on, because I've had an experience, but let me just hold on. Before I knew, we heard that there was an accident, a serious accident. Even some students lost their lives, serious accident. So I was not assuming I had moved, and it just during that time where it said don't move, stuff like that. And then some other ones too that happened. Armed robber attack, and they didn't see me. They went to other people's. They didn't see me. I was there, but it's like they passed me, robbed everybody. They didn't see me, because me, I saw them. They passed. They were in black. I was out. I was still the same coppers. I was still serving there. I was just outside pressing my phone. I saw them wearing black. They moved. It's like why they didn't see me, I don't know. Because my house is actually the first house there. They just passed. After a while, I just went inside. Before I knew, a few minutes time, started hearing people shouting. They even caught some people and all that. After everything, everybody came out like, hey, they stole my laptop, stole this. What did they take from me? I was like, they didn't come to my side, they were amazed. Your house is the first house. They didn't come to you. Who are you serving? Like, they were like, who are you? The other day fire, you escaped. This one, who are you? I said, it's God that is protecting me. I don't know. Since that day, they started becoming my friend. Like, maybe there's something protecting you. There's a God. Which God are you serving? Like, no, that. So, and some other ones too that happen.
There's a common, like among spiritual people, there's a common, when they say like your third eye is opened. So sometimes it happens accidentally. Some people work towards it. So maybe they like practice whatever spirituality you practice, you do it more. So if you're a Christian, maybe like for your third eye to be open, you have to be very prayerful. You have to always like worship, go to church, be quite religious. For Muslims, the same thing. So for like people that practice yoga, you have to like meditate a lot to reach that point. But there are people that didn't have to do all of that. That it opens like accidentally, or some people are just maybe born like that. That from birth their third eye is open. So a lot of the things that normal people, a lot of things that people that a lot of things that everyday people can see, they'll be able to see. So there's a possibility that maybe your third eye is open, and that's why you can see all these things and all these creatures. Because even people that take acid or take like shrooms, sometimes they'll tell you that things that they haven't seen, that they don't think, they never thought existed, they saw it. Because apparently shrooms has that effect that it can open like your third eye. So that could be one of the explanations, not like it is the explanation. But I'm sure that's scary for you, but at the same time, I'm sure it's scary for you.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but at the same time, you have the positives as well.
Yes.
The one that like you still find out things before they happen, and it protects you. So how do you, like, when you're thinking about it, where do you classify it? Do you feel like it's unfair, or do you think you're special?
When I was actually questioning some things when I was growing up, like, why is it me, in the whole house? Why must it be, like, I'm just different in the house? They always say that you're young, I don't even, and at some point I felt really, it's true, am I different? Why is my things different, like, not like other normal children, but then I felt like that for a while. But then at some point, we all have our purpose here on earth, different reasons why we are born, either to pass a message, to save someone, to do this, to do that. So I'm still trying to come to terms. I won't say I've fully come to terms with the fact that I can see these things, and I probably need to, really discover why I see these things, or what I have to do, because sometimes I feel people's pains. Like, for example, when I was in secondary school, there was a lady that's, will I say, healing gifts now. But that one, for a while now, that one has, well, sometimes I feel people's pain. Sometimes I'll just be like, physically, like, if my whole hand can just be paining me seriously, until I find out who, and the person who has that pain must be somewhere around. I will just be feeling the serious pain. I'll be like, who is having hand pain? Which person's hand is? Sometimes it happens in the house, even in our house. My mom would just like, yes, so that is her pain just started recently, or that, or this head. Like, there was a time my mom, half of her hair was just half, like, it was really, throughout the night, she was just, the thing was worrying me in my room. Then I was not sleeping with her again, in her room rather. And I have to go and, mommy, are you feeling? She said yes, that's the way. And I had to pray for her. Immediately I prayed for her. It went away. And the same thing happens. There was a girl in school. She had an accident, so a part of her leg was paining her seriously. I think she was using clutches then. The pain was more, and I started feeling it in my class. From my class, I was in GS2. I was feeling the pain seriously. I have to stand up. While they are teaching me, I have to stand up to move to that place. Some student moved to see what is happening. I just touched her leg and just said some little prayers, and she just stood up. Someone that was she started walking. And even sometimes for my own self, I can't remember the last time I went to hospital that, admit me, it was when I was young, very young. I will feel pain here, I will just feel, and I will just touch the place and pray, and just go away, So that one is there too. Then, that's it.
What do you think about all of this, all of disabilities? What do you think about it? This healing part of it, I'm talking about.
Okay, the healing part. I think it's amazing. It's actually amazing, because using this gift for a good purpose, but just that sometimes I feel it's overwhelming sometimes, because by the grace of God I'm a graphic designer. So sometimes I'm working, I'm a very creative person, the whole creativity come, and then I'm feeling pain of somebody, that kind of thing. It really overwhelms me sometimes, and like, oh God, what's this now? Who is feeling this pain? I start calling the whole world, who is having headache, or who is leg is, and until I get that person, the pain will not go. So I have to make sure, and the person will definitely be around, or I have to start calling. Say, Mommy, is there anyone at home that is having this? Or so until I get that person, that pain, if it's 2 days, it will be there.
So maybe that's your calling. Maybe you have a calling to heal people.
Well, I don't, because the things is, I feel sometimes it's much. At some point I have to even pray to God, please, can you just take some of these things? And maybe that's why the healing part for a while now, that one, although it works for me, if I feel any pain, I hardly drugs. Me and drugs.
You don't like drugs? Don't take drugs.
I don't
Medicine
take drugs.
for anything.
I don't.
Headache.
They say go and take drugs. Go and sometimes, even if there was a time when I was small, that when I'm having it, they'll give me. I'll go and throw it away. They will not find the drug. I say you didn't take this thing, and you still got well. I don't this drug thing. Because even when this trance happened, there was a misunderstanding, maybe medical condition. The pastor said it's not medical anything, it's okay. They will packing drug. Sometimes I won't take them. Sometimes they force me to take some of them. Take it to my mom will be calling from school. Are you taking them? It's these drugs. I don't think I should be taking all these drugs. This is not a medical stuff. Because drugs, no.
When was the last time you healed someone?
Like I said, it has been a while now. It's just for myself, because I actually prayed for some of this stuff too, because it was becoming too much, and really I was not looking at maybe I'm not normal, because some of these things were just happening anyhow, actually just coming up anyhow. There was one that even happened in the hostel. Everybody, the trance stuff. Imagine you seeing and you're talking, you are there in the room but you're not there. Everybody in my room, they started looking at me one kind. This guy sure is normal, They were afraid of me. If she said, do it, please, don't want him. Stuff like that. Everybody in the hostel ran away. Like, only my sister was with me in this. She just got admission to my younger sister. So, where everybody, they ran off, like, scared.
What you've described today sounds like a lot. How do you cope with it? How do you ever doubt yourself? Like mentally, do you doubt yourself?
Yes, there was a time I was actually thinking maybe I'm not okay. My mom took me to the hospital several times, and the doctor, they didn't really see that. It's okay, maybe they were just calling different names, and me, I know that's not what's wrong with me. And even my mom, because you've taken me there, she take me to pastor, and pastor say nothing's wrong. All they keep saying, this girl is a wonderful child, nothing's wrong with her, she just has to discover what she has to do. So it's sometimes I doubt myself. Yes, I do at some point, but over time I'm trying to just embrace this fact now that I actually have something I have to do, and I have to listen more, because sometimes I feel like maybe I don't listen. Because do you know that just the way this thing is here, this glass cups, I'll just hear a voice saying, shift this glass cup inside a bit in the house, so just
like
shift
an
this
external voice.
Yes, shift this, it will fall. I won't listen. Before I know, it will fall. Maybe it was very close to it will fall soon. It will fall. Before I even blink, it has fallen. It even reached the extent of cooking. Don't cook this time. Do this. Put this now. If not, this thing will. And if I don't need to turn off, the food will not turn out well. And some other experiences, don't move by this time. Like when I was robbed.
You were robbed?
Yes. Some years ago, my first time. Because I didn't listen. I was hearing the voice, said, don't go out there. I was actually going for an interview. I just came into Lagos. That was 2018. Said, don't go for this interview this time. Wait, 6:30, you leave the house. Like, audible voice. But it's like, this devil, don't want me to get this job that I've been looking for since. Don't, well, I'll go. Sometimes I can be stubborn, so I'll just still go. And that is the day they carried my bag, remove everything, money, my phones, wallet, and give me the bag back. I couldn't even know what. They had guns. That was my first time experiencing. I used to hear arm robber. That was my first time because I was stubborn. I didn't listen. Because if I had listened, that wouldn't have happened. Because I was even shouting, but when everywhere is dark, who even heard? I just went home quietly and so since that day I decided I need to be paying more attention to my instincts, or because it actually speaks very loud. Sometimes I would just be talking to so who are you talking to? This is how you will do this. This is how you are going to plan even the graphics I'm doing. Sometimes I get inspirations. So you design.
With these voices,
I'm telling you, I'll just be hearing this client told you to design logo. Put this way, put that way. I think you should. I'll say, I'll just be talking to myself. If somebody comes in like this guy, are you okay? And then ideas will just come, and I'll just even passing exam. Being the best student. Sometimes I see things like this.
Tell you the answers.
Yes, like there was a time. This one, my final year. This one was really clear. The trance happened at night, so it's like everything I had read wiped out, and I was like the best student in the department, microbiology to be precise. Everything wiped, and that course was 6 units. No, sorry, 3 units course. Very important course, you must pass it. Everything blacked. Why they wanted to weaken me, these evil people, like the whole thing just black out. They just want me to fail, I got to the exam every time I don't remember even. Sometimes my name, I can't even at that point, and I will fight again myself totally back. The exam hall, everybody. It got to the point HOD came. Blessing is not writing, no. She's not HOD. Blessing, why are you not writing? Because they used to put me at the front. They don't want me to talk to other people. Blessing is not right. Blessing, what's wrong? 1 hour time. I said, don't worry, sir, I'm going to write. Oh God, I will just pray. God help me. God, please, I can't fail this because I've never failed before. I just looked up and I started seeing the answers, like this question 1, this is the answer. I would just, you're looking at the board, and that thing was like first time that kind of thing is that particular one is happening. Other ones I would just hear, instead of you answering like this, the answer to this is this, like that. But this one, I was seeing it in the board, like even me, I was, what am I saying?
You were copying physically?
Like I was like, yes, like
copying from the board.
That kind of scary stuff. Even me, I was afraid, like, what is happening? Am I seeing A? Am I seeing? And I was like, and wow, that was an amazing A. I got like a very high A. I usually even called home. Blessing, your result, your A was fantastic. Like you didn't, wow. I never knew. You didn't start on time, but yet, that was my first time experiencing that particular one of seeing it on the board. So.
This whatever is helping you must really love you then.
It's God. God loves me. And the enemy hates me, so they try all they can to stop me, Imagine some of these things happen in open, like the one that happened with people I was living. They now felt maybe this guy is an Obanjo.
What happened?
Okay. This one, I came back from work. I sat down, I think I was in the parlor. Before I entered
you
that.
Went to visit some.
No, I was that family I was living with.
Okay, you went to live with the family. Okay.
So I came back from work. I was seated in the dining. Before I know the thing happened, the trance, I found myself in another room. So I was, as usual, get away from me. You can't hurt me, because I'm always very authoritative, rebuking them. And then in the process, like they said, my eyes changed. My eyes changed, was fire, and the woman, everybody picked race. At the time I gained myself back and those things have left, they said, I say, please, you will leave our house. So you will leave. You're a good girl, because I try my best to be a good person. So, but this angle, I think you go for help, stuff like that. So, no. It were forces I was rebuking, and we saw you rebuking them. But please, you will leave our house. Very embarrassing.
And you had to leave. Was that in the night?
It was not. They allowed me sleep, but they were just. Don't want to near me, like, please, we don't know who you are, I'm a normal human being, supposed to be, but like that was very embarrassing.
Have you had to deal with that a lot? Like people like what's the word? Discriminating because of that, these gifts.
Yeah, because when I was in the university, the hostel, it was a private school, so we would have like maybe 6 people in the room. Then my sister had not even come, so just me there, and it happens a lot. Oh, so it just I think there were some people not like me, but they understood. So okay,
What's
this
going
thing
on?
is like, it's a gift or something, or you have the power to see beyond or something like that. No, I don't like this power. I don't like it. Why some they are scared? We can't be talking. This is the girl. Last night she was walking and talking. She was seeing things. She was just be hearing. We saw, at some point. And tomorrow night you see her preaching. Why is she preaching? Are you sure she's okay? Are you sure she's not? They have different things to say.
You hear people saying these things about you?
Yes, I'll just be hearing them from, and
How about like love life?
yeah. Well, the few people I haven't dated much people. My first boyfriend was when I was in school, 200 level. He understood because I told him some of these things. I initially, the funny thing is that he didn't even experience anyone. But when it happens, you hear, and they just encourage me, don't worry, you'll be fine, and all that. And sometimes there was a time my godfather, before he passed away, I was privileged to, he was the one I was really close to, and then we used to talk. Was a bishop. Rather. So we used to talk. He said that I shouldn't be scared of all these gifts, And I feel like he really helps me. I have most of his books. I read them a lot about all these stuffs and just life generally. So it really helps me a lot, and I really miss him because I feel like if he was here, I would have
So he's
understood.
written about like supernatural stuff.
Yes, and how to know your gifts, how to manifest it, how to understand, not run away from it. Because there was even a time when I was young, when I'm praying, I'll be feeling forces around. Either they're trying to stop me from praying, or and then I will equally feel the Holy Spirit there too. So it's like there's a clash.
Going on.
I would just leave the prayer, drop my Bible, and run. Or run away. Now I was really young. And I would tell my mom, look at what happened. She said, no, I should go back. Next time I don't run. I stay, I confront it, I pray. I'll go again. The second I pray again, I'll start seeing the same thing. So I will not be praying again. So for a while, I was not sleeping alone. I think I stopped sleeping alone when I was probably, before I entered, maybe when I was about to write WAEC or so. And I was always scared. Doesn't mean I can't sleep alone, because I was always scared of, all these stuff's happening. Then, yeah. So some of them know, because lucky for me, none of them really personally experience it when you just hear, okay, last night it happened to SA or something like that. Just call that, like that.
But do you think it affects it in any way? Like currently?
Well, currently I'm not in a relationship now, but does
that play a part?
I wouldn't say it does. Because I sense if you have a bad spirit or you have something, I equally sense. So it's not even, some of them just go on their own. They'll just go on their own, or I'll just call off. Because I'm seeing negatives. I don't know. I'll just feel it. I'm like, no, I think we have to call it. Why someone their own, they'll just, this girl, your way, there's something about you. Please.
Wow. Do you think you get enough support from like your family and friends?
From friends, I don't really have friends like that.
Friends.
I think my best friend is my sister. Then I have one other family friend. Yes. And but from family, yes, my mom, she has been there. I mean, we grew up with her basically. She has been there from day one, nurturing us and all that. So my mom especially, she has been really there for me, even to this very time. She still calls, are you okay? Hope not. I mean, stop, please, that is not. If you see anything, sometimes when I still call her, mom, don't do this, so mom, this. Just okay, we'll pray over it and all that, like that. Mommy too she has
Her own gift.
Yes, her own gifting. Sometimes she sees things before they happen too. and she has her own challenge when she was growing up. I don't think it's like mine, anyways.
You think you got it from her then?
Probably.
Growing up, did she help you like navigate yours?
She tried her best.
She didn't understand yours.
She didn't understand. In fact, me myself, I didn't even understand. Like I said, the pastors were taking me to, they could not really, they're just saying nothing is wrong with her. She's very okay. In fact, you should be happy you have someone like this in your house, like, I'm okay, well, another one happy should take me to another church. They say, no, nothing is wrong. Every time, nothing is wrong. There was a time I said, Mommy, stop. Right now, I don't know this church, going here. I'm a Christian, but say pastor lay hands on you, stuff like that. There was even there was a time, because I sense spirits, like if you have an evil spirit, I'll sense and I'll keep one, and I might even say it out, which makes me not have much friends too. So there was a time my mom took me rather, me and my siblings. It is by prophecies, and you just see your future. And I said, I see my future. I've shown me. I used to see my future. I don't know yet when they're taking me to go and see. But yeah, let's go now. I used to have doubts, so we went there, and he was touching everybody's head. You do this. Who can do here? Do this. I was just, Mommy, this place you do. She said, shut up. Like, past the prophet or whatever he calls himself, Prophet Shuka or whatever. So he came to me. He was just looking at me. He wanted to touch. He said, why are you resistant? Your spirit is so off. Like, I said, because I'm not comfortable here, and your own spirit too. I'm not. She said, this girl, but you were just you. Say she's fine. This is your daughter. She's just like big woman. Just your own case different. That's why he was just. Then we left there. He was just looking at me. He was able to touch everybody, and but he couldn't touch me, and he was just looking at me. Well, I said, Mommy, don't be angry, like maybe I misbehaved there or something. But Mommy, the pastor, that is not a pastor, Mommy. Say, shut up. The prophet Chuka is a prophet. I said, Mommy, no, it's not a prophet too. Mommy, don't go there again and don't take me. I think that was the last. I don't follow them. Say you're going here, you're going there. But now I think they have realized all these things, and they have now stopped all this going here, going there. Because different powers, different spirits entering, and you don't even know these people. They claim to be using Jesus' power, but they are doing other things.
Do you go to church now, or you believe in just your relationship with God?
I go to church, but not anyhow church. I'm not really a fan of, say, this is a Jew of here, or my own Christianity is actually beyond that, because I have an experience to share, but let me just continue. So it's not all churches I go to. I don't care if you are the Jew or you raise the dead, or if my entire place and my spirit doesn't. That there was a time they brought in a prophet to pray for some days fasting, say 21 days. How many days dry fasting, no eating, even we're young. Not in my church. They invited the person to our family. Everybody should do the fasting. And my spirit was not. They were always saying one thing. Yisule. That is the only thing they were saying when they are praying. I said, what is the meaning of this? They said, they are speaking in tongues. I said, no, this is not tongues. These people are saying something. Mommy, you people should stop praying this prayer. They did not hear until we heard a story about them and all that. It's just, I sensed it, and I was never praying.
What story you had?
I don't want to, but it's not a good story anyway. So, but at the end of the day, I didn't pray that prayer with them. I was just say fast. You're not fasting. I thought you are a Christian. I say, why are you doing like? I say, Mommy, I'm a Christian, but this is wrong. Like, they are not doing the wrong thing. There's something off with what they are doing, which was later revealed, but I don't want to. So at the end of the day, so that's it. Because since I sense all these things, I could easily tell when you are, you have a hidden agenda. So it's kind of,
That's I guess it's a blessing and a curse to be able to see these things. Because sometimes, situations like this, sometimes you can say ignorance is bliss. Because people that don't know, or that don't see these things, I feel like they have the most fun.
The one that really I felt really at peace with was when I was in the trance, and this time around I saw angels.
So angels.
Yes, I saw angels. I was like, wow, this is the best trance ever. You know, like seeing angels passing, singing with their wings. I couldn't really see their face, but they were just singing hymns. They were just in the wall, like whitish, and I was just feeling so happy. You know, peace. Oh, this is a peaceful one. I didn't experience any. I just woke up happy and singing to myself. And most of the songs I see that, like I hear them in the dream. So when I wake up, I quickly write. That's how I get my inspiration for the songs I write. And the beats comes with it too. If it's like dun 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 dun, I will hear it. So when I'm even going to meet the producer, like, this is how it will be. I'm not really an instrumental person or that, but this is how you try and do the thing like this. You know, and
So have you recorded like loads of songs?
not really, just 3.
You recorded 3 songs.
3 years, but I'm still working on.
Can you sing for us? Let's hear your angelic voice.
Okay, do you want me to rap?
No, I want you to sing.
You want me to sing?
Like how the angels were doing the hymns.
Okay. You can be anything you wanna be. Just trust in God. Believe. Do not worry yourself. Everything will be fine. Let me stop here.
Ah, okay. That was nice. We'll listen to your song and hear like firsthand. Now we know where the inspiration came from. So you have these gifts, like divine gifts. What's stopping you from starting your own church? Why don't you consider that?
Because I wasn't called to be a pastor.
Okay.
Called for a purpose.
With all these things you're doing, you don't think you were called?
You know, I know people use gifts for different make money and all that, but for me, it's beyond that. It's beyond that. I know I have a purpose on earth, you know, but it's not. I'll make money quite alright, but not using the gifts for church. I'm not called to be a pastor. That I know. Although at times they say you should be a pastor, and I know. Because I've seen it since I was little, and it's the music area, not pastor. I never saw myself preaching altar any day, but singing, encouraging, healing, even in the dream. Okay, I forgot to say that. It has happened too, where I prayed for some sick people in the dream, and they all came normal again in the dream. Yeah.
Guys, you've heard from the horse's mouth. Amazing, unbelievable stories. Thank you so much, Bliss, for sharing these stories with us.
Thank you for having me.
I feel like your stories, they are quite unique from what I've been hearing. And the way you've navigated it and up until this point, how you've dealt with like the whole is it discrimination or the stigma, I don't know how to put it, that comes with having these experiences you've had. I think you've done really well, and I don't know if it's my place to say, but I'm proud that you're sitting here. You can even tell these stories. Yeah, thank you so much. We hope you have a great day. Have a great night.
Thank you.